Dzień dobry, everyone. I'm Max from Canada.
I'm Suchi from Thailand.
We just reacted to a video about a conflict between Germany and Poland at the border, and I found another video in the meantime. Apparently, it's a train station that is in the wrong country.
Huh?
It's a Polish train station, but see, it's located in Germany.
Huh?
Yes. And it's only German people that use it. It's very close. See, it's also very close from Czechia. You can see near Dresden. Their railway station called, what is this?
Huh? Kozhevina Skoshlika.
Yes. How did this happen? Only available to German. So let's get started.
This is a Polish railway station. It's in Poland, but it can only be reached by trains from Germany. And in
Wait, it's in Poland, but it can only be reached by train from Germany. Huh?
fact, it serves a German town. This is Life on the Edge in Ostritz.
When it was first built, the station was called Ostritz, since that was the name of the town that it served, and it serves the town of Ostritz today. But the station is now called, and I hope I have the pronunciation right, Kozhevina Zgorzelecka. And if you've seen my recent video about Görlitz, Zgorzelec might ring a bell, and if it rings a bell, you might already have worked out what's happening. But let's begin at the beginning, which is usually a good place to start.
Ostritz can trace its history all the way back to about the 6th century, and it was apparently somewhere around here where the first settlers came. There's just nothing much here anymore.
Oh.
The first settlers were Slavs, but in the
Good. Look beautiful, though.
Yeah, very, very green.
Yeah.
13th century, German-speaking farmers moved in. The Slavic population was subdued and Christianized, and a new town was built just outside of the original settlement on the main road from Görlitz to Zittau. Its central feature was a huge marketplace for trade, commerce, and social events. The little town grew, and it seems that it started to look like a threat to other towns. The town of Zittau complained that Ostritz was building a town hall and fortifications, which it had no right to do. In 1368, soldiers from Zittau marched to Ostritz with the intention of demolishing the offending buildings. The abbess of the local monastery learned about these plans and not only warned the citizens of Ostritz, but positioned herself with a group of nuns at the town gate to confront the soldiers.
Wow. Built in
Positioned herself with a group
1905.
of nuns.
It looked new.
Yeah.
Why does it look new?
Well, they're probably like
Wow.
renovation.
At the town gate to confront the soldiers. They, however, forced their way in and did what they came to do. Still, the abbess's heroism was immortalized in the town's coat of arms. Of course, few of the buildings now here date back to that time, but the marketplace and street layout remain. Ostritz never grew particularly large and still has a population of just a little over
Catholic Church of the Assumption of Mary. Damn, it's beautiful. It all looked new. The color.
particularly large.
Still 2,000 people living there. It's not bad.
And still has a population of just a little over 2,000. But in its day, it did quite well for itself. And in 1875, it got a railway station.
What do you mean?
And well for itself.
Look like a needle.
Oh, on her head? I don't know.
Scary.
I'm not religious. I cannot tell you what it is. I'm sure there's a meaning.
And in 1875, it got a railway station. And this is where things get interesting.
Okay. What's wrong with them?
The line opened in 2 stages, first from Görlitz to Seidenberg, and a few months later a branch to Zittau, calling it Ostritz. And apart from a few small changes, that's how things remained until after the Second World War. To understand what happened next, you need to know that Ostritz and its station were built on opposite banks of the river Neisse. The railway followed the course of the Neisse, which makes a lot of sense, but the river has a lot of sharp bends, so at certain points the railway has to cross it, 4 times in total. But it didn't really matter that at Ostritz the station ended up on the wrong side of the river. All that was needed was a bridge from the station to the town. But following the war, Germany lost parts of its territory. Some of it was ceded to Russia and some of it to Poland. The rivers Oder and Neisse were taken as the new Polish border, and this led to an absurd situation. The railway from the German town of Görlitz to the German town of Zittau is mostly on German territory, but one station has become stranded in Poland. At first, German trains ran through Ostritz without stopping, with the doors locked and the curtains drawn. In 1950, passengers were allowed to use the station, but with armed Polish soldiers watching to make sure nobody deviated from the path from the station to the bridge over the river. Things got a lot easier when Poland joined the EU in 2004, meaning that customs checks were no longer necessary. With Poland signing the Schengen Agreement in 2009, passport controls also stopped. The cabin that's now here is a little kiosk where Germans can buy cheap Polish cigarettes 3 times a week. The railways on the Polish side were reorganized to better connect the station to the network, but now these lines only carry freight trains, so the only passenger trains passing through here are German. But everything else is Polish. The station...
Doesn't this create... Well, right now, when was this video made? 9 days ago. So, right now, with the conflict at the border, it's going to be even more tricky with this. Because people might try to sneak in.
Yeah.
With the conflict right now, right?
station is Polish, with signs in Polish. The tracks are Polish, the signalling system is Polish, Polish laws and regulations apply. The German train drivers on this route have to be certified to drive in Poland. There is a 45-page international treaty regulating all of this.
Wow.
And it has a Polish name. It's now Krzewina Zgorzelecka, named after the tiny village of Krzewina, which used to be called Grunau when it was German. It has a population of about 200, a tiny village in the remote municipality of Bogatynia in the southwest corner of Poland. But according to this sign, it's at least finally getting some decent roads, so that's something. The children's playground is also a nice touch, but I didn't see or even hear a single child. Meanwhile, Ostritz is not doing terribly well at the moment. There doesn't seem to be much at all in the way of industry, and there are signs of a recent attempt to attract tourists, which, as far as I can tell, must have...
I mean, there doesn't seem to be much to do. I have not seen a human so far in the video. There doesn't seem to be anything. I mean, this is where people might get mad at home, but with something like this, why trying to make anything complicated? I know you care about the little piece of land and things like this, but why making a decision like this complicated when it should be so simple? There's almost nobody living there. Just don't make them make this sound like German and Polish and end the discussion. Because
Wait, are there still like land dispute about this here?
no, I don't know if there's a dispute, but it's a complicated situation because everything is Polish there, but the train is like only the German that take the train.
Do you know if in my condition, right, between my neighbor country,
Yeah.
they're gonna say that this is them. So we're gonna need to go to international court.
Just
and
share.
then the international court gonna say, oh, it belongs to that country.
Are
Thing
you
like
okay to
that.
share then?
I'm okay to share, but they're not okay to
Oh,
share.
so
They
you-
always want to take a piece from us all the time. I really want to mention the name of that country.
Cambodia.
I don't
Oh, so you're okay from sharing then?
Of course, I'm okay for sharing, but in order to share, you need to respect the law. You need to respect the people. Like for both countries, you don't try to show the symbol about whatever that trying to attack the other country, trying to like do anything to make people think you own that land, but the other trying to claim from you. Like everything, like basically you need to respect each other, thing like that.
Yeah.
Even right now, we are trying to do that, but they are not even follow whatever the law that we are trying to help them.
They should ask the people there about their opinion, the 200.
Oh,
I don't think they care, honestly.
oh,
Maybe I'm wrong. Whoa. Bahnhof, that sounds German though.
An agreement has been reached with Bogatynia to rebuild the road bridge over the river to replace the temporary footbridge so that at least people will be able to...
Oh,
What?
I'm just going to talk about my story.
Yeah.
But in my in my story, it's different from that one though, because we didn't build anything in the other people land. It belonged to us already, but we just got claimed by the other. So I'm scared that you
Over
guys
the
will
river
get me
to-
wrong.
See, they will rebuild the road so people will be able to
replace the temporary footbridge so that at least people
will be able to drive to the station.
be able to drive to the station. So at least there's that. If you want to experience this journey for yourself, the RB65 runs once an hour from Cottbus via Görlitz and Krzewice-Gorzelecka to Zittau. The Deutschland ticket is of course valid for the entire journey.
Interesting. No, it doesn't seem to be a controversy.
Yeah,
it just seemed to be
true.
like some kind of funny situation where like, you know,
And
it
they are-
happened after the war and that's it. you
Yeah,
know?
and they are what, the EU, so they can like, you know.
Yes, but right
travel
now
together
we just
anyway.
saw that there's a conflict, mostly at Berlin border and other border. I don't think this border has conflict, but it's still a point that people can cross. But I guess you need to go through the river to get through, because I don't think they accept citizens on that train right now.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Yeah, because you still need to buy your ticket. So
Yeah.
yeah, so let us know what you think and what you think they should do with that train in that area. Yes. Oh. Papa.